2025 hasn't been kind to anyone's budget. Inflation is up and everything costs more than it used to. If you're going to bet your life on a handgun, it needs to be worth every penny. After hours on the range with a variety of pistols, I've learned that a high price tag doesn't always buy quality. This video introduces the 7 concealed carry pistols that give the best bang for your buck based on my own testing and experience. I'm not looking for the newest or flashiest designs. I'm looking for guns that are genuinely reliable, accurate, comfortable to shoot, and reasonably priced. My criteria focus on reliability, accuracy, ergonomics, trigger quality, and overall value. Sometimes a small detail like a slide serration or grip texture makes a huge difference. You might disagree with my rankings. That's perfectly fine. This list reflects my real-world experience. Hundreds of rounds fired, field stripping, carrying them, and even dropping them. Think of this guide like buying a motorbike. You want something affordable, but it also has to be tough and trustworthy. I'll explain why I chose each gun, along with its strengths and weaknesses, so you can make your own decision instead of following the hype. There are pistols here that I love and some that I only consider backups, but all of them prove that you don't need to spend a month's salary on an effective self-defense weapon.
Number 7. Ruger RXM, the stubborn outsider. When I first picked up the Ruger RXM, I assumed it was a Glock clone. One magazine later, I knew I was wrong. It keeps the Glock outline, but adds a Magpul polymer frame with a deep beaver tail, useful texture, front and rear slide serrations, and a pre-cut slide for a red dot. The flat trigger breaks at about 5 pounds and feels lighter and smoother than a Glock's. Specs strike a solid balance: 4-inch barrel, roughly 23-ounce weight, and 15+1 capacity in a pistol about 1 inch wide. Metal sights with a tritium front dot allow co-witnessing with optics. There's an accessory rail, and the fire control unit is removable, like on the P365. I ran 500+ rounds with 0 malfunctions. The trigger and sights outperformed Glock at a lower cost. Value is the RXM's headline: near Glock reliability, a good trigger, metal sights, and an optics-ready slide for under $400. Stripping it revealed cleanly machined striker parts, guide rod, and springs. The slightly flared magwell speeds reloads, and the Magpul module is swap-friendly. Carried for a week, it concealed easily under a t-shirt, didn't dig into my hip, and never jammed. The RXM proves you don't need to spend big to get a dependable, customizable, do-everything pistol. Number 6. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 Carry Comp. Small but mighty. Don't underestimate the Bodyguard 2.0 just because it's chambered in .380 ACP. The updated design is striker-fired and bumps capacity to 10+1 or 12+1 rounds, with an M&P 2.0 style texture, forward slide serrations, and a flat trigger that all make it easier to grip and manipulate. What really sets it apart is the built-in compensator. The 2.75-inch barrel is ported, and the slide's carry comp noticeably reduces muzzle flip, so the little gun hardly jumps despite weighing under 10 ounces. I put 500+ rounds through one with no hiccups. Practical shooting is surprisingly pleasant. The light trigger and compensator let me string shots accurately. 3 quick rounds at 10 meters stayed inside a roughly 4-inch circle. The extended 12-round mag gives enough grip to get 3 fingers on the frame, which changes handling compared to tiny pocket pistols. Downsides: the slide and barrel heat quickly. .380 ammo is pricier and less potent than 9mm, and holster options are limited. At about $350 to $400, though, the Bodyguard 2.0 is an excellent ultra-compact choice for pocket or ankle carry when weight and concealment matter. In short, small, shootable, and surprisingly capable. Just respect its limits. Number 5. CZ P07 Gen 2 Classic Safety. The CZ P07 uses a double, single-action Omega system with either a decocker or a manual safety. The polymer frame has the slide riding inside the rails, lowering the bore axis to reduce recoil. The package includes multiple interchangeable backstraps to fit different hand sizes. The first double-action pull is intentionally heavy for safety when carrying in the appendix position, and subsequent single-action pulls are smooth. The P07 comes with luminescent 3-dot sights and a rail for a light. One minor issue is the narrow slide, which can be hard for some to rack, and your grip might ride the slide stop and prevent it locking back. Nonetheless, the pistol has virtually no felt recoil and is very accurate from 7 to 25 yards. At around $375 to $400, the P07 offers a different flavor compared with the ubiquitous striker-fired pistols. I used the P07 during a fast shooting class. The first heavy pull gave me peace of mind, and you have to be deliberate to fire. After that, each shot feels like shooting a mini 1911. The rail lets you mount lights and lasers, making this gun suitable for home defense duties. Carrying the P07 every day, I noticed it conceals a bit heavier than micro 9mm pistols, but in return, I enjoy the safety of the double-action first shot.
Number 4. The SIG P365X Macro, micro-compact with big capacity. The SIG P365X Macro combines a 17+1 capacity with micro-compact dimensions, a 3.7-inch barrel, overall length 6.6 inches, width 1.1 inches, and weight only 17.8 ounces. Both the barrel and slide are ported to vent gas upward, pushing the muzzle down and reducing muzzle flip. The removable fire control unit allows you to swap frames, and the slide is cut for a micro red dot. Compared with the Glock 19 or the Shield Plus, the X Macro is slimmer and lighter, yet holds similar capacity. I find it shoots softly, with little recoil, and handles like a downsized full-size pistol. At $550 to $650, the X Macro isn't cheap, but it's worth it for a micro pistol that holds 17 rounds and integrates modern tech. If you want a CCW gun that stays small yet has full-size capacity, the X Macro is very appealing. What I like about the X Macro is the endless customization. You can install larger grip modules, change colors, add a magwell, or even drop the fire control unit into a metal frame. Taking the FCU out for cleaning feels like playing with Lego. The parts come apart easily, but fit securely. On the range, I compared the X Macro with a Glock 19 and the Shield Plus. Even though it's lighter, the X Macro controls recoil better thanks to the integrated compensator. The 17-round magazine also means I don't need to reload as often when practicing. Some people complain about the price, but compared with buying a Glock and adding a compensator and red dot, the X Macro is actually economical. If you enjoy technology and want a modular platform, this is a great choice.
Number 3. Canik MC9 Prime, Speed Demon. The Canik MC9 Prime comes from Turkey but competes with American favorites. It sports a 3.64-inch barrel, weighs about 23.4 ounces, and feeds from 17-round magazines. The slide has a triple-port compensator and lightning cuts to keep the muzzle from climbing when you shoot rapidly. A new polymer frame with all-around stippling improves grip but can feel rough for all-day carry. Other details include flared magwell and a large slide stop lever and a flat-faced aluminum trigger with a 4 to 5 pound brake. I fired 5 rapid shots and felt like I was using a much more expensive 2011 pistol. At around $599, and that includes a red dot and the compensator, the MC9 Prime offers speed and smooth shooting without costing a fortune. What's great is that the MC9 comes in a sturdy Pelican-style case with 2 17-round mags, a G-code ambidextrous holster, a cleaning rod, extra back straps, and tools. You buy once and get everything, no need to shop for extras. Over several months using the MC9 for training, I put about 700 rounds through it and only had one stoppage due to bad ammunition. The combination of the 3-port compensator and a responsive trigger lets me shoot long strings quickly while keeping tight groups. Though the grip is rather rough, I solved it by using a thin holster.
Number 2. CZP-10 series, a fit for every body. The CZP-10 line comes in multiple sizes. The P10S is a subcompact with a 3.5-inch barrel and holds 10+1 or 12+1 rounds. It measures 6.6 inches long, 1.26 inches wide, and weighs around 24.4 ounces. Its cold hammer forged barrel and dual recoil assembly help tame recoil, and it ships with 3 interchangeable back straps to fit different hands.
The P10C, the compact model, has a 4-inch barrel and a 15+1 capacity, weighing 26.3 ounces. The ported version of the P10C adds muzzle ports and a barrel roughly 10% heavier to noticeably reduce recoil. Its slide features extended serrations for easier manipulation and uses the defend grip method for comfort. Prices run around $300 to $450 for the P10S and $449 for the P10C OR variant. Across the line, the P10 pistols share a flat trigger, an accessory rail, and the ability to mount optics on the OR models. I like the ported P10C for rapid-fire training, while the P10S works well when deep concealment is needed. Whatever version you choose, you get solid reliability and user-friendly ergonomics. I once carried the P10S on vacation and found it hid well under a button-down shirt. The texture is a bit rough, but helps your grip when you're sweaty. On the range, the ported P10C impressed me. The large compensator forces the muzzle back down, the flat trigger is easy to control, and the tall sights line up nicely with a red dot. The P10 series has a large user community, so accessories are readily available, from holsters to extended pins. With its reasonable price, this line bridges the gap between a duty pistol and a concealed carry gun.
Number 1. Shield Plus Performance Center. The Shield Plus Performance Center is the pistol I carry most often. It has a flat trigger that's been tuned for a crisp break and short reset, making it far more shootable than older Shield models. The barrel and slide are ported. Gas vents through ports in the barrel to push the muzzle down, while a compensator on the slide further reduces muzzle rise. Bright fiber optic sights help you get on target quickly. The extended magazine allows 13+1 rounds, impressive for such a small pistol. The grip has improved texturing, and Armor Night finish protects against rust. Its slimmer, light design makes me forget I'm even carrying it. Although the Performance Center model costs around $600, more than the standard Shield, you're paying for the tuned trigger, fiber optic sights, ported barrel, and premium finish. For me, a good CCW gun is one you trust and can shoot accurately. The Shield Plus Performance Center checks both boxes. One reason I choose the Shield Plus is that it's easy to wear all day. I've run, driven, and even napped with it and never felt uncomfortable. When shooting, the ported barrel noticeably reduces recoil. I compared it to a friend's standard Shield, and the difference was obvious. 13 rounds give me peace of mind when I travel. If you're not used to fiber optic sights, take a little time to get accustomed. Once you do, you'll appreciate the speed. Even though it costs more than the base model, buying the Performance Center version is cheaper than upgrading a standard Shield with all these features. After running through 7 concealed carry pistols that offer real value, I've learned that brand names and price tags aren't everything. The Ruger RXM offers tremendous value. The Bodyguard 2.0 is tiny but effective. The P07 gives you classic double-action safety. The P365X Macro breaks ground with its capacity. The MC9 Prime shoots like a competition gun. The P10 series has a fit for everyone, and the Shield Plus Performance Center is my personal choice. Each gun serves a different need, from light recoil to high speed, from pocket size to high capacity. Choose the pistol you shoot well and trust. Don't chase trends, test guns yourself. Pay attention to ergonomics, upgrade potential, and reliability. A good CCW should be reliable enough to carry every day, but not hinder your life. What are you carrying? Is there a model you'd like me to review in the future? Leave a comment and share. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Don't forget to leave a comment about the gun you carry or want me to test. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one as we continue exploring handguns in a fun and practical way.